First of all, you guys like 3 questions. So
Okay, well, first
it.
things first. He was doing semen retention last time I saw him. Has the retention been lifted?
Okay, well, that's a question you would have to ask him.
Okay.
But we got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing.
Right.
Honestly, it's I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in the BET Awards.
Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, interact with the channel, man. We're about to get into this topic right here. Miss Brittany Renner, she has popped up at the BET Awards, and she is discussing her and Kevin Gates' relationship. She says that they were legally married for 52 days. I think she said from April 6th to May 28th or something like that. For 52 days, they were married legally, and they are now going through the divorce process. Y'all need to stop taking relationship advice from these celebrities. I've been saying this for a long time, man, especially women today. I hate when women today base their relationship advice and stuff like that. They giving out advice based off of these celebrity relationships because apparently they don't have any relationships in their lives, successful relationships in their lives to I guess take heed from. It's these people are demons. These people are demons, man. Let's start this at the top and get all the details of what Miss Brittany Renner is saying right now.
3 questions. So
Okay, well, first
it.
things first. He was doing semen retention last time I saw him. Has the retention been lifted?
Okay.
First of all, that's a wild question. That's a wild question for you to ask. Why are you asking about another man's semen retention? What is... White people. Because I don't see no straight black man asking no question like this. That was crazy. That was crazy. But let's stay focused. Let's move along. We're gonna let him have that.
Well, that's a question you would have to ask him.
Okay.
Good answer.
But we got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced.
April 6th, May 28th. These people are mocking God. This woman is sitting right here, wrapped up like a real Muslim woman, actually acting like she's a real Muslim woman. I don't believe for one bit. This woman did an interview with Shannon Sharp saying that she slept with 3 men one day and some crazy stuff. I don't even want to get into the details, but that's what she said she did. Before all of this, she slept with 3 men in one day, and now she's crossed over to Islam, claiming she's Muslim. And the first thing she goes to do as a Muslim woman is marry Kevin Gates. That's her first act as a Muslim woman.
Divorced.
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and
Muslims do have real good laws in their religion. I'm not a religious person myself. I grew up on Christianity. But the older I've gotten and the more research I have done, on Christianity versus, Islamic or Muslim, whatever you want to call it. Um, I agree with a lot of things that the Muslims do because it's a lot of Christian women who have multiple kids by multiple men, and a lot of these Christian women don't even know who their kid's father is. So, um, what she said right now with this 90-day process thing, like I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? We need to make that across the board. Like women need to, y'all need to calm down. It don't even have to be a religious thing. You don't have to be Muslim, but y'all should take notes from this right here. This 90-day rule thing that she got going on. Like I think it'll be more good women in the world if every woman went through that process.
Things changing.
Right.
Honestly, it's like I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart. And that's more than what most people can say in the BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Damn. So the divorce was like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
You a thought, ma'am. Of course you're out there by yourself. All hoes will return to the streets, just like Cardi B. I said that and people got mad. All hoes will return to the streets, just like Brittany Renner, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all these degenerate women. They can never stay with one man. And this is why men are bringing up the body count thing, because it's not about the body count, it's the mindset that comes with the body count. See, women with high body counts, they think it's okay to jump man to man, and that's why she's trying to play this Muslim thing to slow her body count down, because but she's really too far gone at this point. I don't even see being Muslim's not gonna help her.
Damn. That sucks. Was that was just
many plan, but Allah is the best of planners. So I don't question that, and I don't feel like it's a sucky situation, because what is meant to be is always going to be.
So you guys end up divorced, and now there's like a 90-day cool-off period if it reconciles, or you happen to be with child.
No, I'm not with child.
You're not. Okay.
No,
okay. I don't know you. That's what you said.
No. I'm saying.
Thank God Kevin didn't do that. He knew better. I think that man was intelligent for that. He knew better than to put a baby in this person right here.
That's what the time period
rule,
is for.
the
Yeah,
rule, yeah.
That's why that's in place for that. So it's like, so basically, if you were to, divorce, and then he's like, oh, it's not mine. So there's the 3 cycles. That's kind of why it's 90 days. 3 cycles.
I can imagine being who you are, how much courage and how much it takes for you to step out publicly with somebody. Are you good?
All is truly well. I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, of course she's good, man. A hoe's final form is, religion, being religious. This is what they always come to. Yeah, after 500 dicks and a couple babies later, they turn into religious woman looking for God. But y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic right here, man. Hit the link in the description. You want tattoos or piercings, you in Dallas, Texas, holla at your boy. If you want custom rugs, if you're in the city or anywhere in America, we can get it to your doorstep, man. Hit the link in the description. Don't be a lame like Miss Brittany Renner out here playing with God. Talking about she married for 52 days. Y'all people ought to be ashamed of y'allself.